I know that this video is going to be so long, so I'm not gonna like do this whole thing, you know, like this whole thing that I'm doing right now. I'm not gonna do it, but here I am doing it. I went to the thrift store. I know you're surprised, like whatever, but I went to the book section of the thrift store, and yes, I am surprised or whatever. And I am going to show you all of those things right now because I have to show somebody because I can't believe it. So let's just get started. So at my thrift store, these books were, if I play with my hair one more time, I'm literally gonna lose it. Sorry. The paperbacks are 60 cents and the hardcovers are 90 cents. I'm not joking with you. This is a big boy. Big boy. So I'm just gonna try to do this. Let's just do the damn thing. The first one is Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls. I don't know much about this book. I believe, don't quote me on this, that it is about like a girl dies and then this couple tries to like figure out what happened to their friend. I think that they're friends, but they just want to figure out what actually happened. Second book I got, this is actually a rebuy. It's 13 Reasons Why. I read this a while ago, like a long while ago, and I loved it. My sister didn't love it, which is so weird because we're always so in sync, but it was just weird, the different views that we had on this subject, and it was really cool to have that discussion and really see people, like other people's point of views. Like this book did a great job opening that discussion, in my opinion. However, I think the TV show is trash. Like, I think the TV show, I had to stop watching it because it was really ruining these characters for me, and I find myself in majority of these characters, which is odd because there's kind of a lot of characters in this book, and it's there's 13. There's literally 13 characters in this book, and in high school, I don't know. I love this book. The TV show was really ruining it for me. I had to stop, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Third one, I don't know much about it. This is I Am the Messenger. I literally got it because it's the same author as The Book Thief, and I have The Book Thief on my Christmas list. So I'm pre-filming right now, and I have a Christmas book list, and I have that one on there, and so many different people, like age ranges, they've all taken away something from The Book Thief. So I had to pick this one up because I feel like I will love The Book Thief also, you know? Okay, moving on. This one I was so excited for. This was the first book that I saw at the thrift store, and my mind was blown because it's literally the first thing, like the first book on my Christmas list, and that is Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This is the first book to that series. It's The Lightning Thief. I love Greek mythology, but I never read like about it in story form. Like I'm always reading like the very like literature about it, not, you know, fun stuff about it. So I'm really excited to read this, and I literally love the movie so much. So I just know that I'm gonna love this, and I know that it's middle grade, and I know I'm a grown woman, but I'm still gonna read it. I'm still gonna read it, and I'm still gonna love it, and I'm still gonna talk about it because I love Percy. Like I just do. The next book is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I didn't have to read this in like school or anything, but I remember that one of my high schools, I forget which grade I was in, so I don't know which high school I was at, but they watched it and I wasn't there that day, and I just saw the movie like a couple years ago, and I literally couldn't, so I thought that the book would be worse, like better, but like emotionally worse. So like I thought maybe I would torture myself and read it. So I picked that up. This next one, I don't know if I'm gonna read. I'm not even trying to be dramatic or anything, but I don't know if I'm gonna read it because I'm not over the first one, and I don't care how long it's been. Like, it's After You. This is the sequel to Me Before You, and Me Before You touched my heart on a whole other level. Like, I never knew that I can feel a way that I felt about Will, and I don't know if I'm ready to move on, which is exactly what this book is doing. And I don't know if I'm here for it. So if at some point I get over my love for Will, I will read this book. I will. I can't with myself. I'm like on a roll. I'm so tired. So anyways, this is this one, and I might read it, I might not. Who knows? Who knows? The next one is a rebuy, and it's The Lovely Bones. I can't even talk about this. Like, I really can't. This book destroyed me. Like, nothing has hurt me the way this book has hurt me. And the movie, in my opinion, the movie did such a good job, and it hurt. It really hurt, but it did not hurt the way this book does. So it's only right that it's back on my shelves, and it deserves a reread because it is what it is. It just does. This next one is The Help. I feel so ashamed that I haven't read this yet. Like, I know I'm a bad person, but I can recite the entire movie. I can do it. I can do a one-man show of this bad boy. So I'm so happy that I finally got my hands on it. I did see a couple weeks ago there was this really nice hardcover like edition. I don't know if it was an anniversary edition. I know it hasn't been 10 years, right? 2009. So maybe it was an anniversary edition, but yeah, it was really nice. It was gold. It looked very anniversary like. I'm really happy that I got this, and I get to read it the year that you're watching. Like, I'm pre-filming, so Christmas hasn't happened, New Year's hasn't happened, so I'm reading this in 2020 for fucking sure. Like, I'm doing it. The next one was also on my Christmas list. Like, this whole like thing was on my Christmas list, and that is Rich People Problems. I had Crazy Rich Asians and Crazy Rich Girlfriends on my Christmas list also. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, so these are all novels, but I gotta get it because it was on my Christmas list and it was 60 cents. So sorry about it. The next one is out of my element completely, but my best friend is currently reading this entire series, and she really liked it, and she recommended it to me, and I found it. So I'm gonna try it out. I hope that I'll like it. And it's Illuminae. I don't know. I think that there's some sort of war in space, and both are things that I really try not to read. So there's that. But she said it was really good, and she thinks that I'll like it. So I'm going to try to read it and try to like it. It's just interesting because it's like the entire story is told through mixed media, and I've never read an entire book that was like that. Moving on to the second pile, which is so exciting. So this is another book recommendation by my best friend, and this is City of Heavenly Fire. This is book 6 of the Mortal Instrument series. I got it because she recommended the series, and I am going to read it. I'm going to read the entire series. I'm going to try to read the entire series. There's a lot of bad boys in this, so we'll see. And I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything, and which is fine. You know, I'm not really mad about it, but it doesn't look like something that I would personally read. Like, I am very vanilla about my reading. I am a rom-com, contemporary romance kind of girl. So I'm really trying to branch out here. And she said that this series was the perfect way to do it. So I'm trusting her and I'm going to read it. It is one of her favorite series, and I know that I will enjoy it to some extent. So I'm not too worried about it. So whenever I saw it, I picked it up. Oh my God. So we're almost there, kind of. I'm lying, mostly. The next one is The List. I know nothing about this. I'm not gonna lie to you. The cover really sold me, and I've seen it at Target a couple times, and it has a Target sticker, which means that somebody else also saw it at Target. Duh. And so I picked it up. This one is All the Missing Girls. I have seen so many of my booktubers that I watch rave about this book, so whenever I saw it at the thrift store, I was so confused. So I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of mystery, which is also not something I'm that into, but I'm getting there. I just read like 2 mystery-ish books, so she's branching out a little bit. These next few, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God. Hold the phone. If we can really make this under 20 minutes. No, we can't make it under 20 minutes, but we can definitely make it under 30 minutes. That is crazy. I really thought that we weren't going to do it, but we're going to do it. So these next few, I can't believe, okay? I can't believe that I found all of these at the thrift store for 60 cents each. Like, that is insane to me. I want to know what happened to these people to make them donate these. But whatever, you know, it's not my business or mine now. They have a home. So I have never been a John Green girl until this year. And this year I've been reading so much John Green. It makes me sick. Like, she was a sad girl this year, reading sad girl books, and I didn't get in, I didn't start reading heavily again until around June, and that's where I got all of my physical copies. I just started buying actual physical books, and a lot of these ones I had on my phone, so to have physical copies of them, it makes me feel good. So I kind of just went ahead and completed my John Green books. This literally completes it. I have all of the other ones because I read them all this year, which is pathetic. Listen, we're there. We are literally at the bottom of the pile, and it's gonna go so fast from here, and I'm so excited about these last few books here. So I don't know. I love this next series, and I asked for it for Christmas so I can have it on my shelves again. Because, actually these next 2 series, I should say, I don't know what happened to any of my copies of both of these series, and they both mean so much to me for completely different reasons. Obviously, they're completely different, and you will tell whenever I show you what they are. But I love these, and I'm not, whatever, you know, it is what it is. I love what I love. And it's the 50 Shades series. I asked for this for Christmas, and I found the last 2 at the thrift store. So I really am, I'm only missing the first one. So it's 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed. So the only one I'm missing is 50 Shades of Grey, and also Grey, if you consider that a part of the series. I don't really, and I also didn't really like it, even though I was dying to see Christian's point of view. It just didn't hit me the way it did whenever I read it, you know. Anyways, this last series means the world to me. It will always be my favorite series of all time. And I was in the process of purchasing this series at Barnes & Noble, which is why. So I bought the first book, and obviously I loved it because, you know, I love it. I've always loved it, always will love it. And I just bought it to read, and then I bought Life After Death. So it's the Twilight series. Sorry, I just like spoiled it for myself. But I got the Twilight series, only the last 3 books though, and I was so surprised that these were at the thrift store. Like, that's insane to me. It's crazy that like these were there, you know, and they were. I don't know where my sentence is going, but just know that I'm so happy to have these and have my collection whole again. I went to the thrift store, and then I was going to Barnes & Noble. Well, no, Barnes & Noble, then the thrift store. So we went to Barnes & Noble, and they, every so often, they put out that white, like collector's edition of Twilight, like the whole saga, and I finally caved in and I bought it, and all I needed was New Moon at that point. Then I had the entire series but the white version, and then I had just this loner black Twilight. So I was like, no, I still need to finish my black collection. And we went to the thrift store and we found these, and I was like, that's crazy because they're the missing books that I needed. So that was so exciting for me. I don't know what's happened to this video, but that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.